Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here. We are starting a brand new Alliance War season, and season 25 is underway. Our first matchup was against this Ronin Rebellion Alliance, and we're trying to get stuff sorted out. And I was one of the last guys in to start fighting, and I'm going in and taking on Path 4, Node 10, this Morningstar. And I could have used Torch and would have nuked Morningstar really quick, but I'm using Guillotine 2099 simply because I want to have her as an option for the boss, which is a rank 3 Apocalypse, and I want to have her charged up, and this is pretty much the only fight that I will use her on and can really get a reliably easy charge to end an L3 with. So here I'm just going to throw off an L2, get some combo up, and then I think from here on out I'm just going to redline it, make sure that I have enough power to get back to an L3. I've already banked the max amount of combo shield that I can do via 6 heavies. In case I get hit, I won't lose my combo. The combo is not necessarily the most important thing here. I mean, it will increase my damage a little bit over the course of this fight, but yeah, rank 3 Guillotine against this rank 5 Morningstar, not that big of a deal. I can't bleed. This Morningstar does have a smidge of Mystic Dispersion, maybe like 2-3 out of 5. And then it has that long distance relationship where if you're close to her, you get weaknesses placed on you. Because Guillotine 2099 is a robot, you don't get any willpower healing. So every once in a while I'm going to try to stall, back off, let those weaknesses fall off. And then I just make sure I get her into that 5% or under range, which is basically a guaranteed kill. Could have thrown it sooner, but we get the KO with the L3, which is going to carry over that combo over to the next fight that I use her in. But pretty straightforward fight there, nothing too difficult. Had some buddies. We had on Power Snack, we had a Doom and another guy, a newer guy in my alliance, Sheen. He took that with his rank 3 torch. And then a new guy, Takeshi, he took the Mixmaster with his Guillotine 2099, which was also an Apocalypse. Did a great job, soloed that. And I'm going up on this node 24. This is the E.M.P. Burden of Might node against this Professor X. It's a rank 2 with Thing. So Thing is shock immune. So the E.M.P. shock damage that is passive that would get applied for every buff that you get when he throws a special. It's totally thrown out the window, doesn't matter. I think it's just a really good for this because he can really build up damage. You can I'm throwing off some special ones. This guy doesn't have any willpower, which I noticed throughout a little bit, like halfway into the fight. So when I'm throwing my L1s and I'm getting the Incinerate and the weakness on him, he is not healing, which is nice. So I'm getting some damage off of that Incinerate, which usually the Incinerate isn't too strong from the Human Torch synergy. Pretty much gets offset by the willpower healing. But here, as long as you keep an eye on the falter, get your whiff in either after he throws a special, or parry stun him, and then get your whip in to activate that falter, back off, and then just go smash away. This guy went pretty quick. And then waited a little bit. One of my buddies, we had a Terrax on node 30, and he took that with a Mephisto. Didn't really have the greatest counter. I think I probably could have done it with the charged up Guillotine. Just would have lost some health from the rock damage that he does. But now we're going into node 40. This is Buffet with Lionheart. It's a rank 3 Magneto. I'm just going in with a pre-fight torch, and you saw I backed out. I'm not playing around. Right now the game is bugged with the pre-fight, so I apply, back all the way out, go to the main fight screen, come back into war, come back in, make sure that it's applied. And then just doing parry, medium, light, mediums, get to an L2. That dude melted so fast. Rank 3, how many was that? 28 hits, no problem. And yeah, now we got on buffet with the strike counter suppression. I'm going in with thing, and I do put on a indestructible boost. I took one of these fights in the off season, and granted, I didn't. My thing wasn't too healthy at that point, but it was like down to like 30%, and then through some block damage and whatnot, I got into assassin's range, and then that ended up biting me in the butt, and I ended up dying. So here I just put on an indestructible boost just to be able to tank some L3s. I mean, in that prior fight in the offseason, I'll probably upload a few off-season fights, but I did tank 2 or 3 L3s, and I was at 20 rock stacks, full protection, so you're able to tank them anyways. But I came out, wasn't able to parry and whatnot because I did lose a little bit of health. But anyways, thing is great for buffet because he can't be nullified, therefore buffet can't occur. There's no regen possible on this node for the Hyperion. And so I'm just trying to bait a lot of specials, you know, because he's always pretty much spamming these L1s. I'm just kind of getting out of range. I'm not building up a lot of rock stacks and furies, so my damage output is a little bit on the lower end for most of this fight. But in this fight, I was able to bait out Hyperion specials to where I never did see an L3. Here I'm just blocking that on purpose to try to build up some furies, hopefully make this fight go a little bit faster. And yeah, if I do, you know, tank an L3, I can get hit 3 times because of the indestructible boost. And then if really need be, I can just make sure I throw a heavy and activate protection, and that would mitigate a lot of the damage. But yeah, I think as long with Hyperion, if you just throw 3 to 4 hit combos and then back off, he's typically really willing to throw his specials. So yeah, you've seen he threw a ton of specials there. I finished him off, nothing too crazy. But yeah, if he doesn't throw, that's just like the worst feeling. So move up to this champion, a new guy in my alliance, Rock D. He's doing great as well. He took out that champion with the Black Widow Clairvoyant. I'm coming up on this DragonMan. This is Polka Dot Power and Stunning Reflection. And so my whole strategy here is to get a Incinerate or 2 on him, back off, get the parry while the stun shield is down, to stop the power gain from DragonMan, and yeah, just nuke this guy down. Do have to be careful that you don't get knocked down, you know, by a heavy or a special or whatever. So I'm just blocking, building up smolder, and I do not trigger any protection while this guy is under the stun. I do throw an L2 while the stun shield was up, but it does put on an Incinerate before the stun is applied, so it was able to bypass that and disable it. And then right when he's throwing that L2, he's already melted. So that DragonMan goes down really quick. Human Torch is a great option for that fight. And then I did have my buddy Takeshi. He finished off that MODOK, and then he went in on this Apocalypse with his Guillotine 2099, and he said he missed a parry, and that was lights out. So I woke up in the morning and put on some smaller boosts. We had pretty much won this war by this time, but I want to make sure that we got this guy down pretty clean. In the off season, I think I've done 2 or 3 Apocalypse without any, or maybe just like an attack boost, and it was plenty. And so with this guy starting with a not full health, I wasn't really too worried about it. You know, with my Guillotine being a rank 3, Apocalypse really isn't that big of a deal. I play really safe. I pretty much just block everything. and I have enough health to do that. And you know, you can parry a bunch of those projectiles and whatever to mitigate it, but I just knew I had plenty of health to deal with. I do get an interceptor too there, and I think another one at the end of the fight. But yeah, I'm just pushing this guy to his specials. His, you know, either one of his specials, it's easy to just block and then kind of get out of the way from at the very end. Dancing around here. Here we go. I'm just gonna block, and then back up, go back in, and then I'm gonna throw off another L2. And Guillotine 2099's damage is just too good. Rank 3 with a combo shield. This guy just doesn't stand a chance. I don't get into the heal range, but if I did, I basically get back up to around 50%, and then you just keep going. So the Apocalypse gets killed. I finish that off, get the assist. We did win this war. We had a few deaths in our BG that, you know, probably could have been a lot cleaner. We did win. It was a good warm-up war. It was a good job with the Ronin Rebellion. They did actually not clear all of the fights on the map, so we got some extra points, which is going to be nice when the rankings come out. But so far I had 6 fights, 6 kills, no deaths, so good start for me on the season. We won. That's the biggest thing for the team, starting the season 1-0. And yeah, so we're gonna try to see what we can do this season. We fell short last season, kind of tanked at the last couple of wars, not on purpose. We just did bad and ended up kind of in the higher ranks of Platinum 2. We're going to try to make sure we get in Platinum 1, and we'll see if we can even try to get into Masters. But yeah, thanks for watching, fellas, and I will see you guys soon in the next one. Peace out.